What's up, everybody? I'm Tamal Dodge. This is Seisha. We're going to do an hour vinyasa practice. Today we'll begin in child's pose. Come onto your hands and knees, tops of your feet flat on the mat. Sit on your heels, place your forehead to the earth. Either arms extend forward or arms down by your sides. I'm going to have the big toes touching and the knees wide enough apart that the ribs hang right between the inner thighs. So all we're trying to do in the very beginning stages of our practice is create a sense of awareness. What that awareness entails is bringing our focus to our breathing, our energy level, our mood. Going through the checklist of things that we normally take for granted or that are missed. And as we kind of hone in on all these little subtleties, these details, it helps us clear the clutter of our normal life, whether that is work, responsibility, obligations, social media, the news, and gives us this simple task of just breathing and moving, breathing and moving. So it gives us this opportunity to de-stress, decompress, in the hopes that after we step off our mat, we'll be in a better state of mind, a better state of body, to be of service to the world. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Again, inhale deeply through the nose, holding at the peak. Let it go. Go back to breathing through the nose. Make your breath sound like you're fogging a mirror with your mouth shut. Find the audible ujjayi. Let's extend your arms forward. Spread your hands wide. Let the forearms lift, the elbows lift. Let's come onto all fours of your hands and knees. Wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. So if you have a block handy, you can always take your block or rolled up towel and wedge the skinniest side between your inner thighs. We're going to do this in a very specific order. So first I want you to lift your head, then your chest, the mid-spine, and then the tail lifts. And then when you exhale, the tail's going to curl, the belly goes in, the upper back rounds, and then the chin tucks. Now we go with the head lifts, the chest, the mid-spine, the tail. And we do the reversed order, the tail, the belly, the mid-spine, the upper back, the head, on your own, just like that. So we're rolling through the cat-cows with the frame of mind and the intention that we're following the natural curves, and the curves are going to help signal the rest of the column. Nice. And if you have a block or a towel, keep it between your inner thighs. Come to a flat neutral back. And let's tuck your toes and let's lift your knees an inch. Scoop your tailbone towards your inner knees. Scoop your tail towards that block or towel so that the low belly starts to lift, the low belly turns on. Couple more breaths. If you have something between your thighs, keep it there. Downward facing dog, hips go up and back. So just make sure your legs are hips width apart, heels disappear behind the toes, the arms are shoulder width apart, fingers point forward, the hands spread wide. The forearms are lifting, the upper outer arms are wrapping down and around, the belly is going in, the hips move back, the thigh bones move back. And then on an inhale, let's drift to plank, top of a push-up, and pause, stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Emphasize the index fingers gliding forward so the inner palm is in contact with the floor. That way there's no unnecessary pockets underneath the hands. The forearms do a slight internal rotation while the upper part of your arm, the humerus, does an external rotation, and that's actually going to keep everything in neutral. It's like a little tug-of-war between the lower arm bone and the upper arm bone. And then the belly is going in, the tailbone is scooping towards the block, the chest is drawing forward. We breathe. Big inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. So we got another round coming. On an inhale, drift to plank, top of a push-up, pause, shoulders over wrists. So remember, the lower arm bones, the radius and ulna, turn in a little bit. The upper outer arm, or the humerus, starts to wrap back. The front ribs pancake in. The chest draws forward. The thigh bones keep pressing into the hamstrings. Now, if you have a blocker towel, keep it there. And even if you don't have a blocker towel, keep what you got. We're going to lift your right foot an inch. Oh, goodness. Throwing a little cayenne pepper into this. Set the right foot down, left foot lifts. For Seisha, she's like, cayenne pepper ain't even hot. Set the left foot down, downward facing dog. You can move the blocker towel now, set it to the side. Let's run through some basic vinyasas. On an inhale, drift to plank. As you exhale, lean out, lower chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more, just breath cues. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. So let's lift your right leg up to the sky. Keep your hips square. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, bring the right knee to the nose. Shoulders are over the wrists. Press the earth away so you're protracting in the shoulder, and you're going to create that little cat shape in the upper spine, which is going to spread the scapulas towards the outer edges of your back, so away from the spine. Then inhale, extend the leg back. Again, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Then inhale, extend it back. On your own, get some reps, 30 seconds. That's me with the leg extended back. Keep your legs where they are and how they are. Walk your hands halfway back to your left leg. So you're just 50% of the way there, 50% of the way to a standing split. Now, if you feel like this is premature for your hamstrings, put a bend in the left leg. Avoid climbing onto your fingertips. See if you can keep both palms in contact with the floor. The right hip is rolling down. The right inner thigh is working up towards the sky. Keep your legs where they are. Walk your hands all the way back to your left leg, all the way to standing splits. Now you're going to slide the left hand to the left, the right hand to the right. Cup the floor with the fingertips, and then dip your chest, your sternum towards the left shin bone. Urdhva Prasrita Ekapadasana. Now, keep what you have, draw your chest forward, bend the left leg a lot, take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. So you're in a bent knee warrior 3, starting off with all the easy poses. You want to stay heavy in that left big toe. That's the balancing point. We're kickstanding our right heel on the back wall. So that right leg's got to be straight, straight, straight. Interlace your hands at your heart. Without touching your right foot to the ground, stand up, bend the right knee into your chest and hug it in tightly with the arms. As you're rooting down through the left big toe, that energy is going to rebound off the floor and it's going to travel up into the left knee, softening a little bit. Then it travels through the left thigh bone and scoops the tailbone under. Then it goes into the right knee, drawing up and in towards the chest as the shoulders relax down the back. Now keep all that. Reach your arms to the sky. Think crescent. Step your right foot to the front of your mat. Say she went for a long step. So sink into the front knee so it rests at 90 degrees. Soften the back leg enough so you can scoop the tailbone under. Think about drawing the right hip back, the right ribs back, the left hip forward, the left ribs forward. As the arms get straighter, the skin of your side waist should get longer. And then the upper outer arms start to wrap forward. So it's almost as if your pinkies angle in a little bit and your thumbs out a little bit. A few more breaths. Take a big inhale. Then exhale, hands come down to the ground. Let's step back to plank and let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So let's lift your left leg up, bring the knee to the nose, round in your upper spine, then extend it back on your own. You know how this goes. We're just gonna do everything we just did on the right side, but now the left side. One day we'll do a 2-part class where all we do for 1 hour is just the right side of your body. And then we'll do a round 2 that's another hour class, it's just the left side of the body. No, we're not going to do that. Let's meet with the leg extended back. Keep the leg lifted. Walk your hands halfway back to your right leg. 50% of the way there. So you're in a funky version of a 3-legged dog. The palms are gluing into the floor. The front ribs are drawing in. If you need a micro bend in the right knee, that's always a nice option. Keep your legs where they are. Walk your hands all the way back to your right leg. Now you can slide the right hand to the right, the left hand to the left. Dip your chest, your sternum towards the right shin bone. Let your elbows bend and flare out to the sides. Draw the chest forward, bend the right leg a lot. Take your hands at prayer. So the right leg's bent, the left leg straight. Not only staring at the floor, but drawing the breath out so it's deep and rhythmic, like your breath is traveling through molasses. It can help steady the mind. Interlace the fingers at the heart. Without touching your left foot to the ground, stand up, bend the left knee into your chest, loop your arms around the front of that left shin bone. So again, we're rooting down through the right big toe, microscopic bend in the right knee, tailbone recycles under, belly hovers in and up. Then you keep what you have, you reach your arms to the sky, think crescent pose, and then step your left foot to the front of your space. That's why we don't play Seisha and Twister. She goes big. You think you're going to win, and then she does a split across the mat. So we sink into the front knee, we press the left calf to the left shin, we soften the back leg, tail goes under, arms get straighter, the jaw gets softer. We breathe. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, hands come down. We step back, we lower chaturanga, inhale, up dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Let's keep your feet where they are, walk your hands to both legs. Take an inhale, glance out, climb onto the fingers or hands in the shins, then exhale, fold forward. Put a generous bend in the knees, take your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, pull your arms to the sky, and then if you feel like it's appropriate, you straighten the legs. Try drawing your hips a little more towards the toes so the hips line up over the ankles and you feel the muscle fibers and the hamstrings stretch out. Do the exact same kind of interlace, but with the opposite pinky, opposite thumb on top. Now, as if someone were holding onto your wrist, pull yourself up to standing. Relax your arms by your sides. Let all the blood settle for a moment. And let's walk to the front of your space. We'll step your feet together. Take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. We'll do Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, fold your body forward. Inhale, glance out. Then exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Then exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to run through a couple of rounds of these, and then we'll take a detour from there. Let's come up high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's rise high on the toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, open the arms and rise. Exhale, prayer in front of the heart. This round on your own. Once you finish this round, we'll all meet in downward facing dog, settling there. Add or take out what you like. So let's lift the right leg up to the sky. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, right knee to right elbow. Then inhale, extend it back. Again, right knee, right elbow. Reach it back on your own. We'll meet with the leg extended back. Walk your hands all the way back to your left leg. So this time we don't have to stop halfway because we're getting warmer. We take the arms wide again off the mat onto the floor. We dip the chest towards the left shin. We clear the trapezius muscles away from the neck and the ears. Keep what you have, draw your chest forward. This time spread your arms like airplane wings out to the sides. Same warrior three, except rather than interlacing our fingers or having our hands at prayer, we just took flight. Reach the arms forward. Keep the arms reaching like they are. Without touching your right foot to the ground, stand up, bend the right knee into your chest. Think crescent, step to the front of your space. Oh, I know. Getting all fancy. Let's take the hands at prayer. Hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Twist. So we like to get the elbows stacked. So we're always looking to line up the long axis of bones. So the right elbow stacked over the right wrist, over the left elbow. And then once you start to drive more weight or pressure with the top hand down into the bottom hand, your thumbs will naturally evolve to the center of your chest, or the sternum. The sides of the waist get longer. The sides of the neck should get longer and straighten out. The back leg should get stronger. So you're pressing the left thigh bone into the hamstring. Then if you want more, you can always open your arms. Your choice. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, hands come down. Let's get out of there, step back to plank. Let's lower Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale to left elbow, shoulders over wrists. Then inhale, extend it back. Get your reps in. Let's meet with the left leg extended back. Walk your hands all the way to the back of your space for standing splits. The arms go wide off the mat onto the wood or your carpet or whatever you got at your house. Dip your chest, your sternum towards the right shin bone. Let the neck be soft. Let the brow be soft. The breath be deep. Now, draw your chest forward. Arms go like wings. Arms reach forward. Keep your arms reaching. Stand all the way up. Bend the left knee into your chest. Think crescent. Step to the front of your space. Nice. Take your hands at prayer. Hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Twist. So the elbows are stacking, the back leg is firing, the inner right heel is pulling back. If you want extra, you can always open your arms up just to kind of embellish upon the pose, but it's totally up to you. It's like we give you these basic parameters, and then if you want to add little things in or take things out, add your own flavor, that's always welcomed. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, hands come down. Let's get out of there, step back to plank. Let's lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Perfect. So we'll take a big inhale through the nose and hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Come up high on the toes. Bend your knees. Look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low, reach high, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand up. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale to folds. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, lunge it through. Back heel turns down. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down. We step back. We lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Back heel down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come down. We step back. You take your vinyasa, and then we'll all meet in downward facing dog. So we can't just only do one of those. Got to add at least one more in. Then we can go for another little hike. Let's come up high in the toes, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or spring. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand. Same exhale, prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, rise, warrior pose. Exhale, hands come down. We step back. We lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, lunge it through. Inhale, rise, warrior A. Exhale, hands come down. We step back. We lower chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. And then out of your mouth. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, take the right knee under and across the body to the left elbow obliques. Then inhale, extend it back. Just like that. You get the picture. It's all you for 30 seconds. It's going to be a little bit of a sweaty one, guys, today. Like when Seisha is the student, we got to bring a little extra something into the practice. So next time you guys click on this and you see it Seisha the model, you can either get really excited or be like, I'll do the next one. That's me with the right leg extended back. Keep the leg lifted. Walk your hands all the way back to the left leg. Another standing split. This time, walk your hands towards the left leg, get close, and then hook your left hand and forearm behind the left ankle and calf, and then draw your forehead towards the left shin bone. So you're in the more traditional version of this pose, now that our body is nice and warm. For those of you who are like me who have tight hamstrings, you're like, yeah, even though when I'm warm, it still ain't great. It's going to be a rough night. If you have your left hand and forearm behind your left ankle, set it back on the mat, draw your chest forward, bend the left leg a lot, take your arms out to the sides like wings. Couple of moments to breathe here. Now, reach the arms forward, keep your arms reaching. Without touching the right foot to the ground, stand up, bend the right knee into your chest. Ouchie. Think crescent, step to the front of your space. I know we keep doing this, right? What is going on around here? So, let's take your right palm to your tailbone sacrum area and use that right palm to carve your tailbone down and under and let the frontal hip points lift up. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, left hand goes down to the ground. Pause, turn your chest to the sky. Then reach your right arm up. Turn your right palm down, reach over your head. Press the left thigh bone into the hamstring. Hide your right hip to the left. Get longer through the sides of your waist. And can you believe it? We did standing poses or balancing poses at the back of your mat. In a moment, we're going to do some balancing poses at the front of your mat. So let's reach your right arm up. Take your right thumb to the crease of your right hip and keep it there until further notice. Look 12 inches in front of you. Set your left fingers there, or maybe you put your hand on a block. Back foot lifts. So what I want you to use that thumb to press the right hip back so the side of the right body gets longer, and then you turn your chest to the sky. Then you can reach your right arm up. Twisting half moon. I told you we were going to do this. Balancing pose at the front now. Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Make sure that left leg isn't softening or drooping. You ever go out on a hot summer day and all the leaves on a tree are just wilting? Don't let that happen here, even if you're sweating. Hydrate that back leg. Don't dehydrate it. And then something wild is going to happen here. So keep looking down now. Think of how the left hand's going to float off the ground. You're going to be in a warrior 3 here. And then go for it. Oh, gee. Without touching your left foot to the ground, stand up. Bend the left knee into your chest. Hug it in with the arms. Keep the left leg where it is. Reach your arms to the sky. Now kick your left leg straight. See if you can lift the left leg a little higher. Oh, what is up with all these one-legged things we're doing today? Leg central. Seisha's least favorite thing. Take an inhale, lift the left leg more. Exhale, set it next to right. Prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, chair pose. Pause. Sit lower, lower, lower till your butt hits the floor. Your feet pop up, and you are in boat pose, Navasana. Abs, Seisha's other favorite thing we're going to do. On an inhale, lower your body 2 inches from the ground, straighten the legs. Exhale, back up, bend the knees to the chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, shut. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale with your legs extended out. Pause. Right leg up. Switch left leg. Right and left. Right and left. Scissoring with control. Looks like Seisha just jumped in the ocean. Hug your knees to your chest. Oh, I know. So keep your knees into your chest. Reach your arms forward. Palms will face down. Knees go directly over the hips. Then the feet lift up the level of the knees. I like to open my legs hip width apart, so like 6 inches. As the arms pulse, the head and shoulders pulse as well. I'm just going to stand here and like drop blocks on Seisha's abdomen as she goes. Hold a crunch. So you'll straighten your legs out and you can let them hover 2 feet off the ground, 6 inches off the ground. How you know what's right for you is you just don't want your low back bubbling off the floor. If it is, you need to lift your legs a little higher so the low back stays in contact with the earth. Or you can take a mini Shavasana like Seisha just did. Hug your knees to your chest. Oh, we got one more to do. Point your legs up to the sky. Reach your arms forward, palms face each other, head and shoulders lift. Lower both legs about 6 inches off the ground. Maybe they'll lift a little higher if your low back's lifting. Now, I want you to lift your right leg 6 inches higher than the left, then bring it back to where it was. Left leg lift 6 inches higher, then back to where it was. Baby scissors, so you're doing flutter kicks. Oh, I know. You can always put your hands underneath your butt. Hug your knees to your chest. So you can hold onto your hamstrings or your knees. You're going to rock up and down till you get enough momentum that you either pop straight into chair pose or you can use your hands to help you get up into chair pose just as long as you get to chair pose. Take a big inhale. Exhale, fold and straighten the legs. Inhale, glance out. Exhale, just fold, squat down into tiptoes. We'll do crow bakasana. Seisha's like, finally, something I love to do. Wedge your triceps on the shins, plant the palms, lift the butt, lean forward until your elbow stacks over the wrist, one of both feet lift. Step back, shoot back, float back. Oh, after the vinyasa, we meet in downward facing dog. Right. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. Out of the mouth. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale to right elbow under and across. Then inhale, extend it back on your own. I mean, all these knee to the nose, knee to the elbow things that we've been doing is all core work in itself. It's also stimulating your pectoralis muscles, the upper extremities. With the leg extended back, walk your hands all the way to the right leg. You know the drill. This time you can take your right hand and form, hook it behind the right ankle and calf, draw your forehead in towards that right shin bone, finding your standing split. Breathe. If you have your right hand behind your right leg, you can set it on the floor. Draw your chest forward. If you need to bend your right leg a lot, you can. Take the arms out to the sides like wings. You can reach your arms forward without touching the left foot to the ground. Stand up, bend the left knee to the chest. Oh, the more we do it, the harder it gets. Then you're going to step your left foot to the front of your space for crescent. Soften the back leg, left palm to the tailbone or sacrum, and use that left palm to, again, carve the tailbone under. Let the frontal hip points lift. We don't want to dump in our low back and stick our butt out. We're trying to hide the glutes a little bit here. And you start lifting the chest. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, right hand down. Turn the chest to the sky, then reach the left arm up. Turn the left palm down, reach over your head. So we want that left bicep hanging pretty low, about an inch or two above the left cheek. We wrap the left tricep down, then you wrap the right tricep back. Fire up the right leg, and then press the left calf to the left shin. I know you guys are probably like, oh no, I know what's coming. But at least you know what's coming. Very few things in life we even know what's coming. It's usually just surprise. So you'll take the left thumb to the crease of the left hip. Look 12 inches in front of you. Place your right hand there or a block there for your hand. Back foot lifts off. Press the left hip back so the skin of the left side body starts to get long. Then you turn your chest to the sky. Then you reach your left arm up. Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. These dynamic postures that are so challenging, that's what makes them dynamic, exciting, and tense. So, you're going to think about how you'll float that right hand off the mat and come to warrior three. So your arms are out to the sides like wings. I know the legs fatigued, that's the point. Without touching your right foot to the ground, stand up, bend the right knee into the chest, hug it in with the arms. Keep your right leg where it is, reach your arms to the sky, kick the right leg straight. Take a big inhale, and exhale, set the right foot next to left, prayer in front of the heart. Ouchie. Inhale, chair pose. Pause, sit your butt lower, lower, lower until your butt hits the floor, your feet pop up for boat pose. I know, another round. Everything has to be done at least in twos. So this time, you can hold the undersides of your knees if you like. Then play with straightening your right leg to the sky, hold there. Switch left leg to the sky, hold there. Bend the left leg, both legs straighten to the sky. Now reach your arms forward. Lower your body 2 inches from the ground. Keep the shoulder blades lifted. Reach your arms back for 5, 4. Your base doing a handstand here. 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees to your chest. Hands can cup the sides of your head or behind the head. Bicycle crunches, opposite elbow to opposite knee for the next half a minute. After this, we're all cooling down, guys, so home stretch. It just happens to be, 47 minutes of abs left. Just kidding. Just about 1 or 2 minutes of abs. Right elbow holds to the left and you do 5 crunches there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, switch. Side to side, isolating your obliques. Hug your knees to your chest. So, keep your knees into your chest. Reach your arms forward. Knees go over the hips. Feet lift the level of the knees. Head and shoulders lift. Now you're going to reach both arms up to the sky. Left hand holds the right shoulder. You're going to reach the right arm up to the sky so the shoulder blades lift more, and then to the left. Up and down on your own. So up and to the left. Ouchie. I have to be here for moral support. I have to grunt and act like I'm feeling it with you. And switch sides. Right hand holds the left shoulder, the left arm reaches up and to the right. Hug your knees to your chest. That's it. Set your feet on the floor, heels to the butt. Plant the palms, lift the hips, bridge. So toes should point forward or maybe slightly inward. The thing you want to avoid is having your feet turn outward. If the feet turn outward, you compress in your lower back and the whole thing becomes counterproductive. Then you think about drawing your tailbone towards the space between your knees, so forward, then the inner thighs rolled down. If you want more, you can always take upward boat or Urdhva Dhanurasana. Your choice. The majority of our whole practice was just balancing poses and different variations of crescent. There was no warrior twos in there. No real external standing postures. Take a big inhale, and exhale, come on down. Open your feet wide to the edges of your mat. Drop both knees to the right, then to the left, and to the right. Let your knees be like windshield wipers, side to side. Come back to center. Set your feet on the floor, heels to your butts. Plant the palms, lift the hips, bridge. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, come on down, hug the knees to the chest. Let's take happy baby. Arms go split between your legs. Hold the outer edges of your feet. Pull your knees down by your ribs. Feet are wider than hips. So notice if your tailbone is lifting up. I want you to sink the sacrum towards the floor. That's like that upside down little triangle here, at the very bottom or base of your spine. Then if you notice your low back is kind of lifting and hovering off the floor, think about letting your belly go in and gravity assist the lumbar, just kind of smushing or pancaking into the earth. If you find that you're rounding and concaving in your chest, work to take your shoulder blades into the upper back so the sternum and collarbones widen and the back of your shoulder, the posterior deltoid, sinks down. And the inner feet press towards the sky, the outer feet pull towards the earth. Hug your knees to your chest. Let's rock up and down till you get enough momentum that you're at seated. Once you're at seated, legs extend out. Grab a hold of your butt, move your glutes back, then move the bottoms of your thighs out. Take an inhale, reach your arms up, sit up tall, then exhale, hinge and fold forward, Paschimottanasana. And from here you can sit up. Just bring the soles of your feet together, hold onto your feet, pull your heels in towards your groin. Inhale, lift your chest up. Then exhale, hinge and fold forward, but get your chest past your toes. Then if you want more, you can walk your hands forward. Baddha Konasana. From here you can sit up. Close your knees together. Scoot forward, let's lay back on your back. Keep your knees into your chest. Cross your right knee over the left. So we're gonna do a cow pose here. You'll take your left hand, hold onto the outer right foot. Your right hand's gonna hold on the outer left foot. If you can't hold that, you can always hold onto the ankles or the calves. And then you're gonna start to pull the ankles out to the sides and the feet out to the sides. And then from there, you're just gonna try to Draw the knees closer to your chest. And you're in full control of how deep you go into this. Keep your legs tangled up. Arms go out to the sides like cactus arms. Maybe you can hook your right foot under the left calf so you're an eagle now. Look to the right, drop both knees to the left. Bring the knees back up into the chest, untangle the legs, hug them in with the arms. So now we'll cross the left knee over the right. Your hands are going to reach out and grab a hold of the feet, the ankles, the calves, whatever you can grab. Split the legs out wide and draw the knees closer to the chest. So take your arms out to the sides like cactus arms. Maybe you hook your left foot under the right calf. We look to the left, drop both knees to the right. Final twist. Bring the knees back up into your chest, untangle your legs, hug them in with the arms, place your forehead to the knees, take a very big inhale, and hold your breath. Cap it off. Maybe sip in a little more air just to really bring it all up. And let it go. Sprawl open, Shavasana, you've arrived. So setting up the pose however you like, whether that is traditional Shavasana with your legs extended out, or maybe you take feet together, knees wide for Supta Baddha Konasana, or bolsters or blocks or towels under the knees. Whatever's going to make you the most content here. The focus is to detach. Cut the strings. And rest. Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevalavakati Sadma Bandha Muri Sadvadana Mate Yahara Prasade Baye Eva Vaturiya Jaye Krishna Prapti Hoi Jaha Hoite Gura Mukha Padma Vaikya Chitite Kuriya Aikya Arna Kori Omane Asya Shri Guru Chirane Rati Aise Tamagati Jai Prasade Puri Sarvasya Chakudan Diloije Janmi Janmi Prabhu Se Divya Janari Day Prokasito Prema Bhakti Jahoite Avijavinasayate Vedigai Jahara Charito Shri Guru Kuruna Sindhu Adamajanara Bandhu Lokanakira Jivana Ha Prabhu Gorodoya Deyo More Parajaya Evyasya Guk Suk Dribhuvana. Together, take a big inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Let it go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring movement back to the body. And with your eyes still shut, roll over to whatever side you like. With your eyes still closed, come up to seated. Sit up tall, take your hands at prayer in front of your heart. Follow your breath. Namaste is a recognition of the transcendental, the non-material spirit that gives every living creature life. Because we are spiritual beings having a material experience, not the other way around. Namaste of me paying my respects to the Jiva Atma, or the soul that is residing in this human body, or that animal body, that insect body. It's a deeper understanding that I am honoring everyone around me, no matter what their clothing may look like, whether it is skin or the hide of a cow, the feathers of a bird, the fish of the sea. I honor you and I respect you. I have love for you. And love, a sign of love, is trying to help your fellow creatures around you elevate their consciousness. Help them acquire spiritual wealth, sukriti, not material wealth. And when we do that, we're living appropriately, according to sastra or scripture. Food for thought. Take a big inhale. Hold your breath. Let it go. Namaste.